Hey, what's up everybody? It's TheHyphenate here, and today we're gonna talk about what I think is one of the best C-stands for under $100. The Neewer C-stand that goes up to 10 feet in height. It's built rock solid like a tank, and you saw right now some movement. Had nothing to do with the actual C-stand. The C-stand is not moving at all, but we're in a very windy location here in SoCal. So that just shows you how strong this C-stand is, and that's without sandbags. So if you have sandbags, I highly recommend that you definitely keep them on when you have expensive equipment, such as my 8600 Pro with the Angler boombox. This is a 48-inch modifier. With something this big and this flat, you actually don't really have a lot of wind resistance. You have the wind hitting it, and it makes it pretty easy for it to push and topple your equipment. But with a solid C-stand, that definitely helps keep things in place. Now, the reason why you saw this actually turn when I was first talking is because I actually didn't have the screw super tight on the actual 8600 Pro that's on the actual top of the C-stand mounted. I actually didn't have it that strong, so that's why it turned because of the wind. Again, it's a very windy day, but the C-stand itself didn't move whatsoever. It has a max capacity of 22 pounds of weight that it can handle. And a very important thing to know is that you definitely want the biggest leg pointing in the same direction as whatever you have attached to it. As you can see here, the modifier is in the same direction as that big leg. That gives it more stability. Now, this C-stand is pretty much like every other standard C-stand when it comes to actual construction and sizing. However, there is something that's pretty unique to this C-stand, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but there are springs on each level of extension. When the knobs are loosened, you can bring the extensions all the way far down, but once you let go, it will spring back up a few inches. So again, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. A lot of other C-stands that I've used don't have that spring in each extension, but it doesn't seem to be a problem for me. Now, one of my favorite things about the Neewer C-stands is that they do have them available in chrome and black. Personally, I really prefer the black C-stands because I like most of my equipment to not really stand out or not have a lot of reflective surfaces. Now, you can order this C-stand with or without the boom arm. The one I'm showing you right now obviously does not have the boom arm, but if you order one like this, if you wanted to get the boom arm, they do sell that separately as well. Now, this specific unit consists of just two parts. You have the actual extensions, and then you have the base, and they can come apart very easily. You just unscrew the knob at the bottom, and then you pull the extension out. Now, at the bottom of the base, there is a threading that you can actually use to mount some type of accessory or even a weight if you want it. The entire C-stand is constructed of steel metal, but the bottom of the legs have very thin plastic caps, and those will help minimize any scratching on hard surfaces. I like the shape of the knobs. They're a little wavy. They kind of conform a little bit more to your thumb, and they're very large, so it's easy to tighten and loosen. This Neewer C-stand goes from 5 feet to about 12 feet in height. It's really tall. Now, it's very important that you can see here, it's a very windy day, and this thing is definitely topping over. One, because the modifier is so huge that a lot of wind is hitting it. But also, since I didn't bring any sandbags, I have no real solid weight on the bottom besides just the weight of the C-stand. So with something this big and that much in height, it's pretty easy, not just with this C-stand, but pretty much with any C-stand that you have a likelihood of it topping over. So always, always bring sandbags. Now, again, you can minimize the amount of push if you have this lower. So as you saw earlier, it was very windy, but we were at 5 feet in height. So if you go maybe 5, 6, 7 feet, depending on the wind that you are around, then you won't have to worry too much about having a lot of really big sandbags. But if you're gonna go full height, more sandbags, more weight on the base. And that's pretty much it. There isn't much to C-stands. They are all very similar. However, I do really love this Neewer C-stand. The price is great. I love the black. It's rock solid. And the only issue that I have noticed, not only on mine, but what I've seen on many others who have also purchased it, is that there are small bits and pieces of rust on certain parts that are not fully polished. So I have seen rust on the inside where you actually put the extensions in on the inside of the base. Now, I know some people are extremely anti-rust and will just return it and get another one. I'm pretty sure you can do the same. I purchased this through Amazon, so you can just contact Amazon and have them send a replacement, or contact Neewer. But for me, the little bit of rust that mine had was not a big deal to me, and I take very good care of my equipment, so I'm not too worried about a little rust. Now, this Neewer C-stand retails for $90 without the boom arm, And for it being under $100, I actually think this is probably one of the better C-stands that you can get on the market. If you guys are interested in getting this Neewer C-stand in either chrome or black, I do have a link where you can purchase it from Amazon. It doesn't change the price that you get it at, but it does help this channel. Please make sure to drop a like on this video, drop a comment below if you have any questions, and please make sure to subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming soon. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.